Okay, hello everybody. Everything has to be done fast around here, so I'm going to get started straight away. I'm a university teacher and I'm going to explain to you Kubernetes and Docker like you're a first year student of mine that doesn't have very technical background. For the people that are Kubernetes professionals here and have been working with Kubernetes for years, like Marco, this is not going to be completely technical correct, so don't come for me. Okay. So imagine that you like to do a lot of private projects, and at some point you have 3 versions of Python running on your computer, you have PHP, and you have Node, and you have all this kind of stuff on your laptop, and everything starts to slow down. Or you are working on a project, you love it, you want to share it, and at some point you give it to a teammate, or a colleague, or a classmate, and it doesn't run on their computer. And it's going to take 2 days to set it up for them because they're using Mac and you're using Windows. Well, then you're going to be fairly annoyed. So I have the solution for you, and that is a box. So it's actually a Docker container, but we're not going to talk about that. It's a box right now. And in this box, you put all kinds of technology that you need for your project. Imagine that you want to make an API with Python. You put Python in there, you put maybe Django or Flask in there. You probably need a terminal when you're using it locally to get it running, so you also need that in your Docker container. And you also, of course, need your project files. So you put all that in, and if you do it correctly, you will have a container or a box that you can start, you can run anywhere, and your API will pop up if you configure it correctly, and also hopefully have a database somewhere running. So that's nice. Now what you can do with it is you can give it to these colleagues or classmates and they can straight away use it. But at bigger companies you'll often see that they will probably use this container or box in the cloud somewhere. Now, you really love these boxes. You like using it all of the time. So you're going to start separating services, separating projects, and you create more and more boxes. But imagine that you work for a very big company where everything has to be live and working all the time, and you have 20 of these boxes and you all have to keep them in mind, check them if they're working well all the time. Well, that can probably freak you out a bit as a DevOps engineer. So there comes a wizard called Kubernetes, and he's going to check all your boxes for you and see if they're working well, because he can see everything. So you ask this wizard, can you create replicas of the box that I already have? Can you give it a size, maybe give one replica more space than the other? Can you keep it up to date for me? And the wizard will help you with that. And not only will he help you out at the start, he will keep doing it. If one of your boxes stops with working or it disappears, it will create a new one. He will create a new one for you. If sometimes it will stop with working, it will create something for you. If there's a port on your machine that's not working, it will fix that for you. You don't have to worry about anything. Well, besides maybe bugs or the CLI, but we are not going to talk about that. So, in conclusion, a Docker container, or a container in general, is a box. And Kubernetes is the wizard that keeps in mind all the things that needs to happen in the box. Thank you. These are my socials if you want to keep me in mind. And there's also an illustrated children's guide by CNCF that you can check out if you want another alternative explanation that's easy to follow. Thank you.